Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Amateur Hour Sports for tonight's Toronto Raptors watch party. We got the Raptors in action tonight. A new look Raptors team. Well, actually, it won't be that much new look because the new guy won't be playing today or for a while. But we got a new look Raptors team in the way of maybe the outlook of what this team is going to be doing for maybe this season, but also for future seasons to come and in the near future as well. The Raptors have decided, get my necklace on here. The Raptors have decided that they are going to expedite this rebuild process. A little bit surprising, but also thinking about who's in charge of this team, really, Masai Ujiri. Yeah, it shouldn't come as a massive surprise that Masai Ujiri wishes to speed up this rebuild process. You look at Masai Ujiri's track record with the Raptors, but you can also look at what he did with the Denver Nuggets, his track record in general. This is a guy who doesn't like to rebuild, doesn't like to spend a lot of time worrying about that rebuild. So in the end, it shouldn't come as a massive surprise that the Raptors expedited this rebuild, but they ended up doing just that. Sorry, I have some work I'm doing on the fly here. That's why I started a little bit late, and I'm continuing to do a little bit right now. So apologies if I seem a little bit scatterbrained, and my eyes are everywhere trying to sort this out. But how's everyone doing? It's Friday Night Hoops. The Raptors, I think we're coming off of a deadline. To be honest, I haven't seen the YouTube sentiment much. I'm not sure what the sentiment is here on Twitter. It seems a little divided. There's people who understand it. There's people who don't understand it. Not that they're too dumb to say. It's just they don't understand why would the Raptors do something like this and anything like that. That's it's certainly worth a discussion over. I could see why some people are a little bit upset about the way it went down on trade deadline day, but for me, I consider it a win. I talked about it in streams. I talked about it in videos. I think that it was a win for the Toronto Raptors on deadline day. Really great trade. It just kind of seemed like the wrong time for that trade to happen, if it makes sense, but it had to happen now. You look at it had to happen. You look at the expiring contract that was sent out. Bruce Brown's $20 million, like that. Stream's on. Oh, wait, what? Refresh. I think we're okay. Anyways, I think it was a big dub for the Raptors on trade deadline day. Again, Bruce Brown's $23 million contract was expiring. That was a contract that kind of had to go in the trade and it was expiring. So it made sense to move it at that time for it to happen. So again, that makes sense. It makes sense from that perspective. Kelly Olynyk was a contract the Raptors probably didn't want to have on their books next season. Now you could argue why would they sign him to a bad contract? Well, didn't seem that bad at the time. But anyways, get off that contract. It's a positive. You only lose the 2026 pick from Indiana. I'm going to guess that ends in the 18 to 25 range in the draft in 2026. So, you're losing out on a potential quality player there. But, your trade-off is Bruce Brown was going to leave for free end of season. If not, maybe he'd get you a second. If we didn't trade him for Bruce Brown, we could have traded him for maybe a second somewhere. So, you trade what equivalent of been a value of a second-round pick. Kelly Olynyk probably gets you expiring salary. To be honest, I'm not even sure he gets you a second. So, but let's be generous. Say it'd be basically 2 second-round picks and a first-round pick is the value you gave up to get Brandon Ingram. I mean, what are we even talking about here, man? That's that's got to be almost a no-brainer at that point, does it not? So ultimately, I understand why the Raptors did it. I support it. There's still an opportunity to tank the rest of the season, like they got Brandon Ingram, and can still possibly tank. So I think overall, great job by the Raptors. Consolidated that talent real nice. Free up Ross. I don't understand what you're saying, Nameless. I did see Brandon call Scotty a goofball. Brandon Ingram does not seem like a goofball. He called himself a bit of a goofball as well. I've never looked at Brandon Ingram and thought, oh man, what a goofball. I've looked at Scotty Barnes and thought many times that guy's a fucking goofball, but never have I looked at Brandon Ingram in such a way, for sure. But hey, I don't know. Sorry again. Getting some work in here. Really wonder if the trade market will pick up value next year because of the apron. I mean, we didn't think there'd be much going on this year, but the thing was, a lot of these max contract players got traded for max contract players. So I guess that's what made a little bit more happen. But even still, it was a little bit strange. We consolidated our talent into one and freed up roster spots in the process. That's what the fuck are you talking about, man? That was a great trade. What? I don't understand what you're arguing here, Nameless. First, you say, what massive dub, what are we even talking about? As if you fucking hate the trade. And now, spectacular move by the front. What are you talking about, man? I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm confused. Nameless, can you just tell me if you like the trade or not? Because it seemed like you were telling me how dumb of a trade it was. I personally thought it was fine, but yeah, let me know. Ingram definitely smokes weed. Well, he better not. Maybe he used to, but he better not. Better not get in trouble. We need that boy on the court. We need that guy on the court. How's everyone doing? It's Friday night. We had a good week of Raptors stuff. I think we had a good week of content. I think so. Yeah. How y'all feeling? How's everyone doing here? Y'all ready for the weekend? I should have a drink with me here. You let me know what's going on. I'm gonna go grab myself a little seltzer. I'll be right back. I'm in my summer mode a little bit. I got the jersey on, the backwards hat, the high noon. I actually was planning on walking in here with the shades on, but I'm actually doing something here, so I wanted a better vision to do it. But it should be pretty much done here. I'm just let's say in a way I've got a third job, and this is my third job that I'm doing right now. Anyways, lovely sound. Man, high noons are not that good. I tried these for the first time because I was at Circle K, which is alcohol now, and I wanted seltzers, but I didn't want 12, which is what I would normally go for. I'd go for 12 Coors Seltzer slushy flavors, bomb. But I didn't want 12. So I got 8. And the only 8-pack they had was High Noon. So I thought, give it a go. This is Dave Portnoy's brand, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not a big fan of Dave Portnoy, but no, they're not that good. Nema says overwhelmingly successful trade deadline. Man, you said that, listen, you said massive dub. What are we even talking about? Forgive me for thinking that was you saying massive dub ? What are we even talking about? Like, it appears as though you're saying it was a massive dub. What are we even talking about here? Two people saying it wasn't a massive. Yes. To get that level of talent for that cheap, I like it. RJ's got to get moved down the line. Get yourself ready for that. That's going to happen. It's an unfortunate reality of the team. Bobby was directly asked about RJ Barrett today, And he gave a very good answer. He essentially said, like, Brandon Ingram can shoot. That's going to give RJ some space to play his game. RJ's a great player. Essentially, he said the right things. He knew there'd be questions about that. Some Raptors reporters are smart people. Some Raptors reporters are smart people. Yeah. Anyways. Let's say what's up to the people in the chat. Was waiving Wiseman a good move? Oh, they waived Wiseman? Did y'all catch me today? Was I too busy to see that? I saw Jamison Battle get signed. That's good. I saw PJ Tucker is expected to get waived. Wiseman got waived? I mean, it would make sense if he did. Okay, you guys tell me. I'm looking for a tweet. Did Wiseman got waived? Okay. I mean, makes sense. They waived him last night. You know what? I was at the gym for 3 hours last night, and then I got home and I had a Zoom call for an hour, and I went to bed. So I must have missed that one. Forgive me. Hey, y'all got me. Usually say, hey, if news like that drops, I know within 5 seconds. I didn't know this time. Y'all got me this time. I will concede. Was waiving Wiseman a good move? He's injured for the rest of the season. He has a team option next year. It doesn't make any difference to us. It just opens up a roster spot. Was it a good move? Probably, yeah. Shout out Quinton Monins, one of our members here. Nick Killer, Reggie Miller, Thomas Perry here. Jay Conda here, another one of our members. We also have Sumaya, another one of our members. Shout out Sumaya for watching today. Appreciate y'all hanging out today. Sorry, I'm a little all over the place, and there's a lot. Thank you. A lot more chats than usual, so I'm struggling to get through here. Thoughts on Kanye? Just in my opinion, just whatever you can do to get Kanye West out of your life, just do it. If you gotta mute him and stuff, just delete all his music from your phone. I think you'll be better off just doing that. That's it. He has been granted too much power by his fan base, I believe. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say on that. Did I see the clip where Jack Armstrong said Scotty more skilled than Giannis? Is that an old? No, there used to be like Siakam was more skilled than Giannis talk. Giannis is obviously the better player. We know that. Imagine them two build a champ. Imagine Scotty and Ingram build a DeMar Kyle relationship. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but Brandon Ingram seems pretty keen on getting along with Scotty Barnes, which is great to see. And that'll be awesome. That'll definitely be awesome. Brandon Ingram was bought in, guys. Like, there's already talks of an extension. In fact, the rumors of the extension, I told you guys to brace yourself for. I told you to brace yourself for the big probability of Ingram getting a max. The reports coming out are saying that it's not a max that's coming his way. It's not going to be a max. It's going to be expensive, but it's not going to be a max. If we get Ingram for anything other than max, that's a big dub for the Raptors. And he already waived his trade kicker. The Raptors didn't have it count towards their cap this season. So relationship is off to a very, very strong start, I'd say. Multifaceted victory for the front office. I agree. Many popular NBA analysts hate this trade. Well, many popular NBA analysts are not in touch with the Raptors in any way whatsoever. I don't really care about their opinion. I do listen to one basketball podcast. It's the Hoop Collective, Brian Windhorst, Tim Bontemps, Tim McMahon. Tim Bontemps is their Eastern Conference guy, and I wouldn't say he was on board with the trade, but he definitely wasn't against the trade and completely understood why the Raptors did it. So I think on the surface, you think, tanking team, why would they make this trade? But then when you really dig into it, it makes sense why the Raptors made this maneuver. And Bobby Webster made a great point today in having a lot of faith in the Raptors medical team. You know, it was the same kind of gamble you take on Kawhi Leonard when you trade for him. You bet on your medical team to keep him out there on the floor. And that's what they're kind of betting on as well here with Brandon Ingram. Yeah, frig the popularness. Fuck the popularness, huh, Thomas Berry? Let's use the real word here. Did you know you can see the Leafs and Raptors locker room for $30? Maybe one day. Yeah, we got the shades on today. We got the shades on. Light's too bright for me because I can't fucking make a door shot, so I got to get the shades on. Very interesting starting five. I actually haven't seen it. I have been... My head's been in a shed since the deadline. Since I ended that stream, I have not been in tune with anything. Guys, by the way, I know I almost titled this stream, "This one's gonna be ugly," because it's gonna be ugly. Our starting five today is Quickly, Dick, Abaji, Barnes, Mobo. Yeah, no Pirtle. We're 0-6 without Pirtle this year. We were 4-28 without him last year. We're playing against the Oklahoma City Thunder in OKC. This is going to be ugly, straight up. We are not going to be able to stop them from scoring. We are not going to be able to score on them. We're not. The spread here is 18.5, rightfully so. We are not going to be able to score. They are huge. Chet Holmgren's back today. We are not getting to the rim today. I'll be happily proven wrong. We're not going to score much today, man. When will he play? Brandon's out for a while. Don't know what the timetable is, but it's probably going to be a few weeks. Yeah. And look, the Raptors, Bobby Webster in the press conference alluded to the still vying for a draft pick. So the tank could still be on here, and Brandon Ingram could get shut down for a little bit. So we may not even see Brandon Ingram this season. We probably will at some point, but we may not. What am I drinking? A pineapple high noon, which I'm not. It's not that good. Definitely no Coors slushy. Coors slushy. Sandbaggers. Cottage Springs White Claw are pretty even here. Cottage Spring White Claw. Cottage Springs. Then High Noon, unless I'm forgetting some. There's probably other brands. High Noon's better than Vizzy, though. I don't like Vizzy. Sucks, man. Mr. Bros, I got Lakers winning it all. Not for me. Not enough shooting or defense to go through OKC. No way I miss with these glasses. I'll find a way. Thomas Perry. I like similar to everyone. I like the trade. I just know when the trade starts paying off. Certain people that didn't like it will pretend they loved it all along. I've never been one to not own up to my previous comments. So if they start winning next year, Darko turns it around, I'll eat shit on my Darko takes for sure. It's fine. You want what's best for the team. You believe that wasn't what's best for the team, and just say that and say I want the team to say. Well, you know what? Some people would rather see the team fail just so they can be proven correct, but that's not going to be me. Just Scotty Barnes. I didn't want Scotty Barnes in the draft. I ate shit on that take. I begged for them not to draft Scotty Barnes on draft night, and they took him. And look how good he is. Let me see. Almost 100 viewers. My goodness, I am not dressed for the occasion here. If you guys are enjoying the stream, please make sure you do smash that like button. Would really appreciate it. I'm still working my way through the rest of the chat here. I might skip over some. Kanye turns 40 this year and saying edgy over the top stuff like a 13-year-old say. Yeah. What do I think about the Ben Simmons situation? Keep him away from my team. This could be one of the biggest losses of the season. I'm worried. Yeah, this is going to be ugly. Atlanta Robinson 2A. That makes sense. I look like the chillest guy in the block. I hope so. I feel like the chillest guy in the block. Well, actually, I don't, because I'm trying to do something in the background here. I need to wait patiently for something to happen here. Um, let's just leave it at that. Yeah, Brandon also, they beat us New Orleans by 40. They weren't even healthy. That was cool. Brandon seems like a cool dude right now. This team could easily keep BBQ, Brandon Yak combo next year. It's clunky. It's not a great fit overall with RJ Barrett in there. They need some shooting and defense in there. And I think RJ's the guy that's got to go. That team will be competitive, like play-in, playoff team. I agree with you, Rich. It's just that you want to maximize it, you got to do something. Do I watch the NBA front office show? I don't even know what it is. You would do 160 million for 4 years for Brandon Ingram. Feel like we'd be really lucky to get that. So I'd take it. Raps for the W doesn't even matter at this point. No, they're gonna lose this game. Looking dribble. Thank you. I feel like a slob when I wear a sleeveless, but I can show off the fucking Raps tattoo, huh? How about that? Y'all rocking with this team like me? I see guys get like Raptors logos. And look, do what you want with your own body, bud. You rep the team like your boy. I don't think so. Well, maybe you do. Maybe you do. This drink is very metrosexual. Listen, there ain't nothing metrosexual. Well, maybe it is. I don't care. If drinking a 4.5% alcoholic beverage that only has 4 grams of carbs is metrosexual, then I'm the most metro of them all. Because, listen, and Coors Seltzer slushies only have 2 grams of carbs. Okay? I mean, Sandbaggers have 10. That's still not a lot, but call me whatever you want. It's a tasty way to get a drink in you and not have to feel bad for plugging it into your MyFitnessPal. Durant would have been open to playing for the Heat. That's interesting. That is very interesting. We're going to need an Ingram sticker. We will need an Ingram sticker, actually. I will do that. Not right now, but I will get that done. McLovin said if we trade Jakob and get a cheaper big man, why can't we keep all 4 stars? Because you're not really going to get cheaper than Jakob Poeltl's like $19.5 million for a player. You're not going to get a player of his caliber for that price. Jakob Poeltl's very good. And trading him doesn't solve the issue. The issue is the lack of shooting and defense. Poeltl addresses the defense, and he's a very good screen setter, which is going to be nice for a guy like Brandon Ingram to have, I'd say. All right, I'm making my way through here. HRM is a Knicks fan. Well, glad you're here. Glad you're enjoying. Nick Killer Reg Miller. That's a tough one to see in the chat when you're a Knicks fan. 8 points, 9 seconds. Yep. Only New York. So how your Raptors falling out of love with my guys RJ and IQ? I mean, they really like him. It's just not going to work long term to have Ingram, Barnes, and RJ. That's just the real deal. We already got a Jody Meeks tramp stamp. I wish that'd be fun. Although you can never show it off, so maybe not fun. Jody Meeks tattoo would go hard, wouldn't it? Did I try the kombucha I mentioned a while back? I actually haven't found it. I actually have looked for it. I haven't seen it. It's like the mixed drink, right? Man, I do remember this. I have not tried it, but now it's back on the top of my mind. Let's not slander other Raptors channels in the chat, please and thank you. Say what you want about them, but not in my chat. I don't want, listen, from my perspective, somebody comes in here, see slander to another Raptors channel's chat. They go over there and say they're talking shit about you in this guy's chat. Then it becomes involved with me. That's just, we don't need that. We don't need that. If one Raptors channel eats, all Raptors channel eats. Because like if I bring, let's say it's spin the other way. Let's say another Raptors channel brings 1,000 people into the Raptors YouTube space that are new to the space. That's 1,000 people that would probably also like my channel. So, you know, we all build up our own brands and we all benefit. You know what I mean? That's how I feel, at least. It's not a competition to me. It's just a network, right? and we're all on it's like we're all part of the same network. And if the network's doing well, then we're all doing well. You know what I mean? All right, yeah, you weren't. I'm just saying. I don't want to. I just always shut it down right away, no matter what, just because for that reason. Thoughts on the Kanye stuff? I said earlier, but I'll say it again because it's important. Whatever you can do to get Kanye West completely out of your life, I would recommend doing it. Just block him, mute him on social media, get all his songs off your phone. Just move away from it, and I think you'll be better off. I just got a platform stuff. I really wish, man. I really wish I could get off Twitter and just exist without Twitter and exist on different apps. I can't. I thought about it. Like, I can't. Like, once a day I'll see a tweet and go, man, there's just no way I can not have this in my life. There's no way I can't have, like, Shams notifications, Underdog Fantasy notifications, or Underdog NBA notifications. Like, there's just no way. Part of my day job relies extraordinarily around content that is produced on Twitter. Like, I really wish I could just get off the app. I can't. I actually can't. There's too much. There's too much there. There's too much good stuff in there. Unfortunately, I got to sift through a lot more shite at the minute to get to that good stuff, but there's a lot of good stuff in there and good people on there that probably also don't really want to be on that app, but it's just like, man, like, this is news. Like, this is how I hear about things. Like, when somebody makes a cool play in a basketball game, I go on Twitter and search for it. When there's news that breaks and there's some breaking news, like, not in sports, anything, I go to Twitter and look it up. Like, I got to have the app, you know? I'm a massive Kanye fan. I have, I think I have one, College Dropout. Yeah, I was never that big of a Kanye fan. I never really liked him. College Dropout, it's a great album. But it's hard to separate the music, the music from the artist in such a extreme scenario here, you know? That's the problem. Yeah, it's look, he was a very talented artist. Let's make no mistake, but you know, the people behind the music matter to me as well a little bit, and just like the person behind the athlete matters to me as well with the Raptors. It's just look, if you don't feel that way, whatever, but this is how I feel. Vivek says I only go to Twitter for the gooning aspect. That's funny. Soul Train says I don't really give celebrities any weight for their opinions. The problem is there's a lot of people who do, and these people have a ton of reach. So it's dangerous when stuff like that gets put out. You know what I mean? We got 95 people watching. Thank you everybody for tuning in tonight. Be prepared for this game to not go very well. Be prepared as well to not see Brandon Ingram for a while. But make sure you guys hit that like button if you're enjoying the show so far. And we'll have fun tonight regardless. We always have fun regardless. Let's have a good day today. Wooshi, what's going on? Should I bet Toronto? I think OKC win, and I also think OKC cover. Personal opinion, don't bet the Raptors. Do whatever you want with your own money. Okay, sorry. Okay. The thing I had to do is here. The thing I had to do is up here now. One sec, guys. I'm doing something here. So anybody got any Super Bowl bets? Raptors about to start, huh? Anybody got any Super Bowl bets? Why is there a Donald Trump commercial on my screen? Oh, it's Ford. Doug Ford. Is this a Doug Ford ad? We ain't getting into politics. Tell you what, we're not doing. I got Eagles. I got Chiefs, but any halftime bets? Any national anthem bets? That beer, it's a seltzer, actually. Thanks for asking. RJ Prob knows he's getting traded. He might. He might. Twitter and YouTube are the only useful apps. YouTube is great. I just got YouTube Premium. I'm liking it so far. Purple Gatorade. I don't know anything about the Gatorade. National anthem bet. It's kind of tough. It's at a pretty good number. It's kind of tough to decipher. National anthem been fun the last couple of years, though. Come on, make a decision here. Raptors batting Pakistan? Probably yes. Probably yes. All right. My work here is done. Yeah, Kendrick Lamar halftime show going to be great. I'm looking forward to it. When he opens with GNX and probably does. I think he's gonna do 11 songs. I think that's what I think at least. GNX to start. I don't think he'll finish with Not Like Us, but maybe like second last. He'll do Not Like Us, and then like 11 songs total. That's just my guess. 3 ball for Barnes. Hey. Oh, that's quickly, sorry. That's quickly. That's a nice way to start this game. We're underway, folks. The Raptors lead by 3. What am I going to say? I'm going to say, is this the only time they'll lead tonight? We'll see. To the rim, Wiggins finishes. That's Aaron Wiggins. He had a monster game last week, if I remember. Raptors turn it over. Other way. I think OKC cover the spread tonight, but who knows? Hey, Ochai Agbaji with a steal on Shea. You know, I can really see well. I thought I wouldn't be able to see well with the glasses, but I'm feeling good. I feel good right now. Friday, I had a good week. I had a good day. Raptors had a good week. I'm in a good mood tonight, guys. I'm in a good mood tonight. A Super Bowl this weekend. I got a feast. A potluck with some friends. We got a feast coming. God, I love the Super Bowl, man. I like watching the Super Bowl. I like eating during the Super Bowl. I like drinking during the Super Bowl. I like betting on the Super Bowl. I like betting on the halftime show, on things like Kendrick Lamar to go over 10.5 songs. I love the Super Bowl, man. I actually didn't do the door shot. I got to do that still. Raptors turn it over again. It's just going to be tough to score, man. Chet Holmgren. He has it. Stolen away from him by Mobo. Grady Dick to IQ. Drop off to Abaji. Back to IQ. A little hot potato here. And hey, do we get the bucket? No. Holmgren stops Grady Dick right at the front door. Raptors still have it. Barnes. That was ugly, man. 4-on-2. They couldn't get a bucket. Barnes deep 2 doesn't go. I am not live streaming Super Bowl. There's certain things that would I think some hobbies that would be fun to make content for. But some things, like my life, I used to do vlogs, right? Oh, Barnes, big block on Chet Holmgren. OKC still has it. Chet now over Mobo gets it anyways. I had to make a decision that there's just some things that can't be work, and I need to not work sometimes. And that's why I stopped vlogging, because it felt like work, and I felt like I never had free time. Wow. Abaji. God damn, he got up there. Ochai Abaji. Goes up strong, throws it down. So anyways, yeah. I play a lot of darts. I like cooking. That stuff could be content for sure, but there's some things that I got to unwind with. And those are 2 of them. I got to do the door shots. I will do the door shot. Blue Gatorade and McGriddle. Best hangover cover. Blue Gatorade. Blue Gatorade is the equivalent of Captain America, like Steve Rogers, going into that machine and getting injected with all that super soldier fluid. That's what Blue Gatorade is. When you sip, pro move. Buy your Gatorade the day before. Throw it in your fridge. Wake up after drinking. You've got an ice cold Blue Gatorade in the fridge. There's just something about the Blue Gatorade ice cold at in the morning. It's just, you feel it. You feel it coursing through your body. You feel it just completely eliminating all the problems. Slowly just falls through your body and you feel better. That Blue Gatorade. Blue Gatorade, hungover morning. If I'm if I truly want I'm thirsty type of thing, I want a drink, red Gatorade. If it's a really hot day, it's still hard to beat a blue, but even then, a yellow Gatorade kind of does well in some heat. More like beach vibes, right? My mom a beach, maybe yellow Gatorade. Sporting event, actual hydration, I'm going for red. Morning after, definitely going blue, but in the heat, Blue Gatorade goes hard as well. Orange Gatorade doesn't really have a place in my life. I used to vlog. It's on the Amateur Sports 2 actually still has the vlogs in there. You know what? At least the vlogs coincided with Canada's men's national soccer team's bid to qualify for the 2024 FIFA World Cup. Or 2022. Jeez, 2022. Man, that was a while ago. And I was vlogging for that, and I have so many great vlogs of me and my friends at the games. Those are so fun to look back on. But no, at a certain point, I just needed to enjoy my free time. And unwind in certain times. And at the time, I didn't have a main, YouTube was my only job, which obviously didn't pay for things. But when I had more free time, I just gave it a try. And you know what? I'm happy I did because I know I didn't really like it that much. Orange Gatorade's the best. I mean, orange is fine, but I ain't ever buying anything other than blue and red. Yellow on special occasions, I'm not a Pink Whitney fan. A little too sweet for me. My dad likes Pink Whitney. I had a bottle that was left over at a party once that I let him try. There was about 80% of the bottle left, and he finished the whole bottle that night. He was a little tipsy. Let's put it that way. And I tell you what, he needed a blue Gatorade the next morning. That's for sure. Orange is fine, but it's just blue or red. I mean, the white one is good, the specialty one. The white one is good too. But I'm a G0 drinker now. It's really hard to find anything other than blue, which is fine. I like the blue a lot. The retweet him about Brandon waving his trade kicker. You don't do that unless you're re-signed. Yeah, Brandon was re-signed. I told you guys. I said right away, don't worry about it. And there's already reports about him re-signing. Right? Again, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I don't like Pink Whitney. Well, water's good for you. Drink your water. High Noon's, pineapple's not that bad. I won't be buying High Noon's again. The pineapple's not that bad. Sadly, this is the only seltzer in my apartment. I do have some Negroni I'm going to have, though. I don't drink any coffee, Dat Canadian, so he asked thoughts on iced coffee. Or they asked thoughts on iced coffee. I don't drink coffee. I haven't had any coffee since I was 17, which is not that long ago, but a while ago. I was in high school the last time I had coffee. I don't drink coffee. I don't like coffee. Or tea. Before you ask. Or I don't drink tea either. I don't like coffee. I just don't like it. I do not like it. It does not taste good. That's it. It's not it used to be like that plus like I don't have to buy coffee, but I buy a bunch of other stuff instead. I just don't like coffee. My level of degeneracy skyrockets on Super Bowl Sunday. Listen. Just play within your limits. Set a budget, So before you make your bets, you should make them. You should have already made them. But you're making bets Super Bowl. That's fine. Tell yourself beforehand. Say, I've got $200 to bet on the Super Bowl. That's it. Not going to bet any more than that. If I lose all 200 of it, I'm comfortable with that. I can live with that. Abaji from the corner. Got it to go. It's like going to Vegas, going to a casino. Set a limit. Say, I'm walking in with $300. If that all goes, I'm done. I'm not betting anymore. So, yeah, have some fun with the Super Bowl. Why not? Shea gets the floater to go, but foul on the floor is called, so takes away from him. This is the very likely MVP this year. Tell you, you're betting on the Super Bowl. One bet I looked at. I'm thinking about going over 10.5 songs for Kendrick Lamar at halftime. Think about it. National anthem, tough to bet on at this point. I love betting the national anthem. This year is not as good this year, but gonna be about a minute 59. Gonna be about a minute 59. Try to bet with your friends. Feel like it'll be about a minute 59. I mean, all the sports books have it at minute 59, 2 minutes exactly. So there's a reason they're set there. Very smart limits this NIL season. I gave myself $1K for the season, turned into 12.5. Hey, props to you, NFL. Props to you. Good stuff. NFL is really tough to beat, so I don't know how you did that, but that's very impressive. NFL's really tough to beat, man. So if you can beat the NFL, let alone 12x your money, that's astonishing, really. So yeah, you know what? What do I have to tell you? Just be smart for the Super Bowl. Not a hot beverage fan. I'm not. I like hot chocolate. Hot chocolate's not good for you, though, so I stopped drinking it. But I like my hot chocolates. Like, if I meet someone for coffee, it's a little embarrassing sometimes. But you just got to own it, man. I'm drinking a hot chocolate. Like at the office, want a coffee? Going to get coffee. I'll get a hot chocolate if you're going. A what? A hot chocolate? Yeah. Feeling good about Toronto plus 19? Well, they were beating. Who did they play last game? Feels like forever ago, that last game. They're beating Memphis by like 8 at halftime and lost by 30. So a lot of game. But hey, I hope they keep it close. Trade IQ doesn't solve the problem. The problem is space. Problem is space. IQ space is the floor. Also, RJ's a lot easier to trade because of his contract. Chet Holmgren back in action. Turnaround jumper there is good. Look at the sugar in a hot chocolate. So I say don't drink them anymore because of how bad they are for you. I'm agreeing with you, man. We're fighting over nothing again. Look at us, nameless. Chris Boucher for 3. Doesn't go. Chris Boucher, post-trade deadline, still in a Raptors uniform. How about that? Don't we literally have 40% three-point shooters? Well, actually, Jamieson Battle. Yeah, we got him now. Yeah, I wouldn't worry as much about percentages. You got to worry what you need to worry about. If this guy is open, are they going to aggressively close him out? Or is he going to be open for 3? If the answer is no, he's a shooter. If you shoot 35%, but you're open every single time you shoot it, Patrick Williams, you're not a shooter. You can shoot. You're not a shooter. Dennis Schroeder. Yeah. We get it. Yeah. You can hit 35%. Great. Nobody's in your area code when you shoot them. It's better than not hitting them. Shed in the corner for 3. Doesn't go. If they're going to close you out, you're a shooter. I don't care if you're 35 for like Fred VanVleet shoots can go 36, 37% from 3. People go, well, Dennis Schroeder shoots 36% from 3. Boucher for 3. No good. Dennis Schroeder shoots 37% from 3. That's higher than Fred VanVleet. But Fred VanVleet takes 10 a game. And those 10 a game are incredibly difficult shots typically. That's a lot more valuable than a guy who's wide open hitting 1 of 3 a game. Just as an example, top of my head. Ingram ain't going anywhere, guys. Tell the investor. We paid for an injured Ingram who will probably end up leaving at the end of the year. Ingram's not leaving. That's the thing. All these excuses. He's not leaving. Ingram's going to stay. I'll bet I won't bet my life, but I'll bet a lot of money. Ingram's staying. They're already talking about what the contract's going to look like. In fact, there's leaks to reporters about it already being discussed. Brandon Ingram's getting signed. Brandon Ingram's going to sign. If you're worried about Brandon Ingram leaving, stop worrying. Just don't worry about it. He's going to re-sign. You have the amateur sports seal of approval. Brandon Ingram's not fucking leaving. Have you Brandon Ingram? How I feel is he's not leaving. I know I sound like I'm kind of being sarcastic right now. God, Shea is so good. I know I sound like being sarcastic. I am being dead ass 100% right now. Brandon Ingram's re-signed again this season. Maybe even earlier. Look, some crazy things could happen, so I'm not going to bet my YouTube channel on it or my life. Brandon Ingram's re-signing, though. 100%. How I feel about James Wise and PJ Tucker. They got us cash and a second-round pick. And now they can sit on their couch. Yeah. Beyond, Jack is right. Beyond the fact that there's already reports of discussions of an extension, they would not have traded for him without that in place. People acting like, don't make me pull out the C word, but people acting like the Raptors just traded and then have to pray he stays after the season. Don't make me use the C word. Let's be intelligent here. We ain't Sid Sixero, right? Let's be. If B.I. leaves, I'm going to tie my ball to a tree. And jump. I'm not going to do that either, but I'll eat shit. Metaphorically. Door shot hasn't happened yet. Sorry. They cannot guard Shea. Brandon Ingram's injured and is injured for a few more weeks at least. He may not even play this season. And that'll be good for the tank. And he'll be nice and fresh this year. I know where people are coming from because Kawhi. But Kawhi wasn't bought at the deadline on a team that was tanked. Kawhi was bought as a win-now move, as a rental, understandably as a rental. There are certain trades that are rentals. There are certain trades that are not. This is not one of them. What are we renting Brandon Ingram for? Boucher for 3, open this time, and knocks it down. 22-19. We're hanging in here. Brandon Ingram was on the bench courtside when the Raptors, not fully healthy, beat his old team by 40. Who's a buck there? Anyways, I'm gonna go grab a drink, but like, I cannot stress this enough. Do not worry about Brandon Ingram's free agency. He is staying. Like, cannot make it any more crystal clear. Brandon Ingram is re-signing with the Raptors. The figures of that extension, don't know. He's not going anywhere. So if you're worried about it, stop. He isn't going anywhere. Don't worry about it. I'm going to grab a drink. Don't go anywhere. Hit that like button while you're gone. Since I didn't want to be called, I don't have any more seltzers, but since I didn't want to be called metrosexual again, not that there's anything wrong with it, we got a Negroni. Don't think you get more, what's the word? More manly? Don't get more manly than that. In the Raptors glass, too. Cheers. Nice square ice cube in there as well. Should I make yourself a Negroni? Hell yeah, make yourself a Negroni. I unfortunately got a pre-mix set. Less manly of me. I don't want to buy 3 whole ass bottles. It was for a party. Didn't want to have to make it. Just thought pre-mix. It's okay. Pre-mix self-creation would have been better. No, I won't be smashed. I'm gonna have probably 2 of these and the seltzer. But two of these glasses and a seltzer, I'll be good. Do you think the potential of us getting blown out might make him change his mind? Do I think one game for a not healthy Raptors team against the best team in the Western Conference is gonna make Brandon Ingram not want to re-sign? Yeah, if we lose this game by 20. Brandon Ingram's signed a contract already, and it says if they lose this one individual game by 20 or more, the contract is null and void. That's what probably happened. So they better keep it close. I'm okay if Brandon Ingram doesn't play rest of the year. It'd be nice to see him in the Raptors. Man, Brandon Ingram jersey's going hard next year. I'll tell you that. I hope we get a cool jersey. Because a Brandon Ingram jersey is something I never thought I'd have. He's re-signing, period, end of story. Agreed. Re with a dash, not resigning. Re-signing, yes, Jason. Agreed. End of discussion. Get him in 7, 8 times. You can't spit it. Yeah, get him, get him to dip his toes in the water a little bit. Get a sense for the temperature. Have a little fun with his teammates. Yeah. Yeah, and he drops his trade. What are we talking about here? Exactly. What are we talking about here? Have I tried Cottage Springs seltzers? Yes, I'm a Cottage Springs seltzer enjoyer. They ain't White Claws. They ain't Sandbaggers. They definitely ain't Coors Seltzer Slushy. But they're good. I would purchase Cottage Springs. Cottage Springs only have, I think, 2 grams of carbs. I think White Claws have 10. And I think White Claws and Sandbaggers have 10. Coors Seltzers only have 2, I believe, which is crazy. So yeah, Cottage Springs are good. This guy SJ. This guy SJ. I have this guy SJ's jersey on my wall. It's not. We're not slandering our Canadian MVP. You know, he's just really good. I had THC seltzer. That sounds interesting. Unless, like, I'm not going to read that. Okay. How much free throws do you average per game? Sure, I'll Google it for you. SGA might be the coolest person on planet Earth. So smooth on and off the court, man. He is averaging probably like 10. 8.5 free throw attempts per game. Yeah. I mean, he's good at drawing contact. He's hard to guard. Wouldn't you all say Boucher's a floor spacer to date? Again, is it an aggressive closeout? Are they worried about you? Not a lot. A flagrant. A flagrant here. Wow. All right. I mean, they try to protect players on jumps like that, I guess. The only issue we have the luxury tax. We have only ever gone into luxury tax once. That was the year with Quiet Boss. We ain't going into the luxury tax. I'm 90% sure. This is not going to be a tax team. They're going to have to make some moves. Derek Goder, he still averages the most points in the league without free throws. That can't be true. If he's making like 7.5 per game, he'd be averaging like 25. Surely somebody's averaging more than 25 points. Like, if no free throws counted for anybody, would he be first? I would agree that's probably the case, but no way. Like, yeah, no, Giannis exists. No way. I haven't really thought about what a return for RJ looks like, Derek Goder. I don't know. It's a tough one. You got to try and make him look really good the rest of the year. Oh, you take out threes and free throws for everyone. So that makes sense. That makes sense. Caruso, deep 2. Oh, it's a 3, sorry. He looked like a 2. Would I trade RJ or quickly? RJ. Quickly fits better. If I could trade both, I mean, I'd have to have a conversation, but not. Barnes, sloppy turnover there. Oh, nice chase down block. Oh, Barnes got back for the block, but still the rebound goes in. RJ off the bench. Rather spend that money elsewhere in that case. Boucher open for 3 again. Doesn't go. Orlando Robinson with it underneath. Draws the foul. What is quickly ceiling? I think a high-end starting point guard. Fringe all-star. I think that's his ceiling. 18 points per game. 8 assists per game. I think that's attainable for quickly. He has been healthy all year. He's not that old either. What is he, 26 this year? He's 25. He turns 26 this year. He's not even that old. He's not even old, man. He's less than a month older than me. Right? That's young. Young as hell. Injuries are out of his control, man. Like, what do you want me to say? He's not available much. Like, he has been. It's just this year he's not. Jameson promotion, I like it. Great story, man. He got signed for the summer league, as this is random. Earns a training camp spot. Earns a two-way spot. Plays well. Earns an NBA contract, man. That's the dream right there. Awesome for him. 32-21 for OKC. Slowly starting to pull away late in the first here. Quickly. RJ's getting traded. Quickly he's not. That's something you're going to have to accept, guys. Dread it. Run from it. Destiny arrives all the same. Orlando, baseline J. prefer if I didn't have to watch that again. Am I wrong for saying there's no SGA? This team is ass? Yeah, you're wrong. It's not ass. But does the best player of the NBA make them better? Yeah. It's not ass without him. But it definitely helps to have the MVP on your team. Yeah, Trey's got to get moved. Agreed. Trey's going to get moved. This will be the summer. Quickly to Robinson. Boss. All right. Missed his first layup. Gets the rebound. Orlando Robinson, by the way, the only center on the roster. Unless you consider Mobo a center, which I kind of do, but kind of don't. Oh, nearly a steal there for Barnes. Then gets it. Nice work there by Robinson and Barnes to disrupt. Raptors in single digits. They get a couple buckets late here. Robinson for three. Oh, it doesn't go. Can he shoot? I don't know much about Orlando Robinson. Is this guy, can he shoot? I will concede that I usually dislike when people say, got to trade this guy, and don't say who do they trade him for. I am going to be in that position today. I have not personally looked into what the RJ trade would and should look like. Nice take there by Quickly. 32-25. But RJ Barrett needs to get moved, and the Raptors need to use that either asset or financial allocation to bring in shooting and defense. Caruso in the corner for three. Not sure how we broke down that easily there. Robinson can shoot threes like Yak. Okay, so can't. But he took one, so. Barnes underneath, man. Gotta have those, Scotty. All right, 10-point game after one. We will work to get back in it here. But, yeah, it's going to be a tough night. Going to be a tough night. Thank you, Andrew. IQ in his career has played 64, 78, 81, and 68 games before this year. Sometimes a guy gets injured, man. I didn't get injured for the first 23 years of my life, and then I tore my ACL. Does that make me injury prone? I didn't miss a single game. I played competitive soccer my entire life. I didn't miss one singular game due to injury. And I tore my ACL a couple years ago. It doesn't make me injury prone. Just means I got hurt. I got unlucky once. Now, IQ's been unlucky a couple times this year, but people are too strict to hold that against him. It's all recency bias. It's really frustrating, but what are you going to do? What also needs to change going forward, this Scotty Barnes reliance on mid-range shots, it's got to come to an end. It's got to come to an end. Like, I'm okay with, like, couple a game, but, like, we can't be doing 3, 4, 5 mid-range attempts per game. It's not an efficient enough shot for him. His game, they got to find a way for him to get to the rim more often. If a guy's going to create mid-range, it's going to be Brandon Ingram, who is extremely efficient in those areas. It's just got to be. Ceiling of Darren Williams. Wasn't Darren Williams an all-star? Pretty good. And he boxes now. So that's cool, too. Or he did box. I think he lost his fight, though. OKC can't keep Dort. Why not? I think they'll try to keep him. Do I think Caruso shines and oils his bald dome before every match? It's looking pretty shiny there. I can see why you said that. I think he's just sweaty. That's why he's got the headband. That is shiny. That is a shiny dome. I'm with you there, man. I don't got a lot of intel in the draft beyond the top three. I'm going to be honest, Vivek. Bucket to start the second for the Thunder. We're underway for the second quarter. Barnes to Quickly. Quickly in the paint, kicking the corner to Jamison. Battle. Oh, fresh off a new contract. Doesn't get that one to go. That'd been a nice way to introduce him. Hartenstein backing down Robinson. Dishes off to J-Dub. In the corner, Caruso just hit one to end the first. Doesn't hit this one, and Barnes does well to bat that rebound away from Hartenstein. Is it Hartenstein or Hartenstein? Because I've heard both. I saw like an analyst say it was Hartenstein, and then somebody corrected me. Hartenstein. What's up, Sayup? Eat some chocolate. Hell no. We're healthy today, except for a little bit of alcohol. Only 9 carbs in there. 50 mil of Negroni. What could I go? I could go for some McDonald's right now, as always. I could always go for McDonald's. But no. I think we'll end 5 to 10. I think we could end 5 to 10 in the draft. Oh, God, I could go for a Guinness right now. I don't have any here. I could go for a Guinness right now. Battle. Outside, defended by Kenrick Williams. And Battle, nice take to the paint. And goes and hits it with the left there. Raptors down by 7. Timeout called. And, hey, we're still in the game a little bit here. Darko's unhappy about something. Whose dog's barking? That's my dog. McDonald's is very unhealthy. Always good. I know. I actually got some shrimp on the counter. I'm gonna have at halftime. Jacoby's still wearing 14. Thought he's about to get his jersey booted. So actually, Brandon Ingram, according to some practice reports, is currently been assigned to number 3. So it looks like Brandon Ingram's gonna be number 3. You're my dog. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. If you guys are enjoying the stream so far, please make sure you have hit that like button. We're at 45 likes. Let's get this thing to 50. Let's get it to 50 by halftime. And I hope you're enjoying the vibes. I stream like this for as many Raptors games as I can. Likely going to be... Oh, we didn't do the door shot. Likely going to be 65-ish this season. But let's do the door shot here. My fiance's home. I'm going to close the door. Let's do this. 3i is a cool nickname, by the way. What Ingram 2K rating? I don't play 2K. I got no idea. All right. Let's do this. No bank, unless it's by accident. Oh, I rushed it, man. I rushed it. I want that back so much. I want that back so badly. I rushed it. I thought, know what, man, just fucking shoot it, man. I thought I always like take way too long. Just shoot it. No redos. It's the rule. You'd think I'd get better at these. I'm getting worse. That was so bad. Like, it wasn't even close. Like, I didn't even give it a chance. I can't practice. There's no practice. That's the rule. That's how these things go. There's no practice. That's the beauty of it. You've seen all 42 attempts I've ever taken. That's the beauty of the door shot. Nah, I don't sneak in a few. I don't practice. I promise. You gotta trust me on it. I mean, I hope you trust me. I don't fucking make any, but you gotta believe me. Brandon Ingram with the team today. Nice to see. But 3i is a top tier nickname for sure. I can't retake it. I can't. It's over. Thank you, Levi. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Is he wearing a number 4 chain? What's on that chain? Hawks can't trade Trey. The Spurs own their picks, so they can't tank. Yeah, but you get a ton of picks from Trey. You don't have to tank, I guess, but you can be bad and just work on young player development. They have to. They're cooked, man. Do Spurs have more future Hawks picks? I know they have this year's pick. Quickly stopped there by J-Dub. It was a foul. It's a foul. I agree with you, Nameless. It'll change. When IQ's healthy with the team, y'all will change your tune. Spurs have 3 Hawks unprotected picks and 1 unprotected swap. I to be honest, Marcus, I don't believe you. But if somebody else said that, I'd believe them. 3 more? I don't think so. Somebody prove me wrong. J-Dub has it. Switches on to Robinson. Long 2. Doesn't go. Rebound Shed. Raptors staying in it for now. Down by 7 with 9 to go in the second. Shed. Nice pass to Walter. Throwing it down at the rim. Rest of the season, got to be giving Walter a lot of minutes. That's a guy you really want to see grow his game with the Raptors. Nice take there to the rim, but doesn't go there. Is that Wiggins? Barnes, deep 2 is good. 37-34. Raptors on a 9-0 run, right back in the game. Hartenstein trying to get that lob. Wow, it deflects away. What kind of luck is that? Top of the backboard, drops down and in. Dark needs to wait for a challenge he's absolutely not going to win to use it. Can't be doing one he might have a chance in. Barnes, turnaround 2. I'm telling you. That's when Brandon Ingram's with his team, that shot just can't happen anymore. That's just, we cannot have that happen anymore. Barnes has to get to the rim more often. It's on him and it's on the coaches to figure out how that's going to happen. Barnes has got to start getting to the rim, man. 1 of 8. This is going to be the 3rd tough game in a row if it continues like this. Look, he's a great player, but he's got to find a way to get higher percentage shots. Mid-range is ancillary to your game. Mid-range can't be your main thing unless you're above 50% for mid-range, like number 3 on the Raptors. All you have to do is look it up. Spurs got the 23, 25, and 27 unprotected pick, which means they only have 2 more of those picks. So I was correct, and to not trust what you said. They don't have 3 unprotected Hawks picks. They have 2 and had 1 they already used. Okay. Glad we got that sorted. I mean, there's a lot of really great players that shoot 0% from 3, so You can be really great and shoot 27%. Down year for sure. He shot 34 last year. Down year for sure. That's got to get better too. Got to work on that. E. Cole asks. Jay goes, Ingram said anything about playing here. He's excited. He believes he can take the Raptors to the next level. He's looking forward to getting to know guys like Scotty Barnes, who is quote-unquote a goofball. He likes it here. He wants to be here. Battle for 3. Yes, sir. I ain't ignoring the swap, but they have 2 of their unprotected first. That's a fact. Remember how desperate we were for shooting a few years ago? Remember how desperate we were for shooting like today? Like we still are, man. Hoping Gary Trent could bail out the office. Yeah, I mean, him and Fred. We still are desperate. Love the quote. What quote? Yeah, Grady Dick's defense got to be better for sure. Oh, the goofball quote? Yeah, he's called Barnes a goofball. So somebody asked Ingram, do you think you're a goofball? He said, yeah, maybe. He said, like, maybe. He's just got to get to know the guys first. I think I've called Scotty Barnes a goofball many times, but a fellow NBA player, let alone Brandon Ingram calling him a goofball is funny. Oh man, we got a lot of political ads now. It's voting season. Do I think we re-sign Masai? I think so. With my deal starting 5 next year, I don't know. It's got to be a lot different to what this is. Quickly starts, Barnes starts, Ingram starts, Pirtle starts. You got to find somebody who can play some defense and shoot threes to go with those guys. Off the bench, I'd like to see Shed still. I'd like to see Walters still. I'd like to see Grady Dick still. Probably need to find a big to put in the mix there. Not sure if that's Mobo. Maybe that is Mobo. Got to have a third big who can play some rim protection. Do some rim protection, though. How often do I think Brandon Ingram is smoking? I probably never because he's an NBA player who gets tested, but I don't know the answer to that question. Masai beat the washed allegations in the last week, I believe. Delicious. And not too unnutritious. Yo, E. Colt, what, any novelty bets? Any lines out there still up that aren't cooked yet? If you know what I'm saying. Where did you find that? Where did you find that? I couldn't find it anywhere. I didn't see it there. I will look for it. Is it still up? Are you sure it's still up? I looked, man. I'm looking too. Chet Holmgren for 3. Doesn't go. Rebound to Williams. What betting site do I use? All of them. As long as they allow me to use them. Isaiah Joe for 3. Isaiah Joe, number 11. Does Colt, does number 11 hold any significance to you? Chet Holmgren with a big block. This is serious now, folks. No, is BI saying Brandon was with the bench? Yeah, Brandon with the guys on the bench. Foul there on Abaji. He's going to head to the free throw line. It does? Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. I'm looking for this first song thing. I cannot locate it. It's possible it's gone, but yeah, Brandon Ingram's with the bench. He's with the team today. It's good to see. He seems bought in, guys. I told you guys not to be worried anyways, but I don't know why anybody's worried about this guy staying. $47.30. I mean, we're still hanging in here for now. It could get worse, but we're hanging in here for now. I think Masai Ujiri will. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what his relationship is like with Rodgers. That's the thing that could change it. Isaiah Joe for 3. You know, I've had a good week. I'm not going to start talking about the head coach here. Did DK pull all of their novelty props? I don't even see any of them now. Sorry, buddy. Bear with me through this. Oh, there they are. Yeah, I don't see any halftime stuff here, sadly. Colt, can you confirm? No halftime stuff anymore? $49.38 for the Thunder after those free throws. Hurt to see. Osborne, yeah. All right. I slept a little. What's your confidence level in the number 11? I wasn't 100%. Yeah, national anthem was cooked to begin 80%. Okay, that's how I felt as well. Okay, so I'm comfortable with my position then right now. I'm not going to extend it. If you had given me a higher number, I would have extended it. Even the anthem this year was like pretty good. To be honest, I thought we'd get to a point where anthem lines wouldn't even be up until after the rehearsals, but people bet them. Yeah, it's tough, but I understand. I have my fun with it. Yeah, it is what it is. All right. Appreciate it. Thank you for the info. Raptors nearly get a steal at half court with Mobo. I see him getting more minutes lately. Should be getting plenty of minutes for the rest of the season as well with no Olynyk anymore. Shea, step back 2. Dog, what do you even do? How do you even guard that? Like, Mobo is all over him, dude. Mobo is all over him on that deep 2. What can you even do? Shed. No good there. Well, I don't know about the doghouse for Mobo. He was getting a lot of minutes to the 905. Caruso for 3. Short. But OKC have the rebound. Williams. J. Will underneath. Throws it down. Finally out the 905 house. Finally out of Saga. My man got out of Saga. How about that? I like that, though. Out of the 905 house. Who's going to be Team Canada coach? If it's Darko, I'm going to be real upset. Yeah, it's a real shame we lost Jordy. What the hell just happened? A foul. A foul on Caruso there. I'm really trying my best to avoid the Darko talk. I've had a good day, guys. I'm not going to ruin it. Okay, I'm having fun today. Is Moba really a center NBA level? I guess we'll find out the rest of the way. Yeah, Mo was the 31st. You're right. Mo was the 31st pick. Ain't no need to expect the world out of him to be out the gate here. Is RJ playing today? Still out, concussion protocol. And I think the Raptors still will. I mean, not like they would have won this game anyways, but I think they still will. Well, I was going to say they still will, like, hold a guy out if they can. They haven't done that this year. Like, if a guy. God, they're killing us. If a guy has been able to play, he's played. He has played. Like, Jakob Poeltl didn't start a game due to back spasms. Then got subbed in 2 minutes later. If the guy can play, he's playing. You know what I'm saying? Equals on Raptors 20+. I didn't like. I mean, good number, but I think OKC covered today. I said that pregame, but we'll see. But, hey, you got a good number. Why do we waive Wiseman? Why not? We got a roster spot. Sign somebody. Somebody like Jamison Battle, perhaps. 3 ball there is good for Barnes. What's James Wiseman's injured ass going to do? He's injured for the rest of the season, and he's got a team option end of the year. Like, he was never going to play for the Raptors anyways, I guess. Yeah, unfortunately, he's cooked. Will he ever play in the NBA again? I mean, maybe not. That was a torn Achilles. Yeah. PJ also gone. I can't believe people were like, why would we trade for PJ Tucker? What is PJ Tucker going to do for the team? He was never going to play. He's been on his couch all year. 3 ball for Barnes. There we go. There we go, Scotty. There we go. 2 of 3 from 3. 3 of 10 as well. So he's one of 7 on 2s. So the thing about this is like a point I'm trying to make about Barnes' mid-range stuff. That's goaltending. What are you doing, man? What's Mobile doing? That's goaltending. He's like hanging on the rim. Why would he do that? What the fuck was that? Sorry. That was dumb. What was we talking about? Oh yeah. So why is Mobile hanging on the rim, man? All right, so Barnes shoots like 41, 42% from mid-range last time I checked, which is like above NBA average or like around NBA average. But plain and simple, let's imagine 42% over 100 possessions from mid-range. That's 84 points. Intrusive thoughts 1, and that's the best way to describe it. If Barnes were to go 29% on threes all year, over 100 possessions, that's 87 points. And I just said his 42% mid-range is 84 points. So Barnes shooting poorly from three is better than him shooting well from mid-range. Now, the caveat to what I just said there is that sometimes you got to spice it up, do a little bit of mid-range to keep the defenders guessing. But the real next level for Barnes is getting to the rim, getting there more efficiently, getting good shots at the rim. That is the next level. The next level, like, it should not be encouraged to settle for mid-range this much. It should not be taking 8 threes a game either. We got to find a way as a collective, as a coach, as a player, Barnes and Darko need to figure out a way to get him to the rim more often. That is the progression for his game. Why not let Barnes get rest mid-range? Because it's bad habits. The future is at the rim, and he's got to get there more often. His less than 20% of his shots come at the rim. That number needs to be way higher for a player like him. Way higher, man. It's got to be way higher. And again, it's a work in progress from himself and the coaches to make that happen. But the mid-range is not the answer, especially now that you've got a really good mid-range shooter on your team who needs to occupy those spaces. Hopefully a bit more Barnes off ball, cutting, two-man action with him and Ingram. I think that'll help him a little bit. But like the amount of mid-range shots is it's a little heavy here. And it's not as recognizable because there's no easy metric that says, okay, well, he shot 8 threes today. We don't have that for mid-range shots, but I'd rather him be taking all those threes than all the mid-range stuff. But anyways, I'm going to quickly go to the bathroom, refill my beverage here. When I get back, we are going to go through the box score from the first half and keep things going here. We're chilling, having fun today. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream so far. If you are, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new. We're on the road to 20K in 2025. Don't go anywhere. Down by 11 at half. It's a better team. Playing better. You know. Tough game. No yak. I think we're competing pretty well. Good energy levels defensively. It's been ugly on offense, to be expected. There's just a bit of a lack of a rim presence. Doesn't help. Still not a lot of shooting in this team, but shooting the 3-ball pretty well. And it could be a lot worse. This is about the scoreline I would have expected at halftime. So, not much to complain about here. I got some shrimp. High protein. So, Barnes struggling. 1 of 7. 1 of 7 on twos. Big reason why is OKC got 2 bigs who are good defenders. Chet Holmgren back in this one. 2 blocks for him. Isaiah Hartenstein. It's just tough to get to the paint there. So, tough for Barnes to get those areas. Settling for a lot of mid-range. It's just not really working there. Also missed like an easy alley-oop right at the buzzer. Thankfully today, he's got two threes. And on defense, he's working hard and making some good plays. 3 blocks is nice to see there. Quickly hit the first shot of the game from 3. Still kind of feeling his way back from injury and everything. His plus-minus is 0 is nice to see. And Scottie Barnes plus-minus +2. Nice to see as well. That's not everything, but not nothing either. Jamal Shead not following up some recent performances as of yet. Jacoby Walter playing pretty well. Nice to see Jameson battle back with the Raptors. Overall, yeah, we're struggling to guard Shea like every team in the NBA does. He's got 7 free throws to take him, 13 points. It's a tough assignment today. Like, the halftime spread was probably 10 or 11. Or actually, it was probably 9. But still, we're not shooting well. I didn't think we would. They're shooting well from 2, not from 3, which I thought they would. Rebounds are similar. Only 7 turnovers committed isn't that bad. I know 3 of them are Barnes, but like it's been fine. It's been fine. What do we think? Would you want to 1-for-1 trade Scottie for Booker? Oh, wow. Wow, what a question. Booker's 28. He turns 29 late this year. Booker's contract. First year, so 3 more years. The thing is, like Booker is very similar play style to Ingram. Oh, man, that's tough. I don't know. I have a lot of belief in Scottie, man. It's tough for me to say yes to that. Booker hasn't done himself like many favors as well with his season this year. There's a big age difference. A 5-year age difference. Yeah, it's not been a fantastic year for Booker, but still 26 points per game is 26 points per game. He's been to NBA Finals as a lead option. You ask, do you believe Scottie can reach his first team All-NBA ceiling? Do you believe Devin Booker will ever be first team All-NBA again? Because I don't. You talk about like we're past that. We're talking about like going forward, you know. It's tough for me to say yes. I also kind of agree with Tony. I feel like I should, but I don't want to say yes to that. Do I see the Raptors trading up in the draft with RJ? I don't. Booker not getting 26 points against Raptors spacing. Marcus, I got bad news about the Sun spacing. There's not a lot there either. I think RJ will get traded. I think he will. It's a good question, Phoenix. I'll give you that. Very good question. I don't think I can say yes. Who has the worst future in terms of teams? Phoenix. Phoenix. They, as constructed, are play-in caliber. They're getting older and have no assets to get better. Phoenix. It's got to be Phoenix. Bradley Beal, no trade clause. I mean, I guess they can consolidate by trading KD and getting something. They're kind of cooked. I know you don't know. Jacob, I know you don't know, I think, but would you like to see BI before or after All-Star break? I'm not really sure what you're asking there, Matucci. Kevin Durant plays for the Suns. Vedant. I'm looking pure stuff. I don't know, man. Sometimes the lights get bright. I just wanted to be comfy in my jersey today, show off the Raptor tattoo, and that's all there is to it, you know? But I like to see him play before or after the All-Star break. After, I guess. He's not going to be healthy enough to play before. The All-Star break's in like a couple weeks. If there is a star not named Wemby, Giannis, Shea, is there a star not named Wemby, Giannis, Shea, Luka, Jokic, Tatum that I would trade Scotty for 1-for-1? It's topical. I think Chet becomes interesting for his unique skill set. Because then all of a sudden, like, the fit for a lot of other guys makes more sense. Anthony Edwards, I think, is definitely a conversation. I would do it. Anthony Edwards, I would do. Anthony Edwards is a good answer. I think Chet becomes interesting in that conversation. RJ Ingram, not a good fit. Not a good fit. Other than that, I struggle. Yeah, I do struggle. I really have faith in Barnes. I think there's a lot of skill there. Forgive me for being optimistic. I am rocking his All-Star jersey here, the Casey Bannerman version, so I got belief. Not Ja. Ja's actually, like, not been that good this year. Kind of low-key, but he's not been that good this year. You wouldn't trade. It said y'all ain't fans if you'd trade Scotty. I wouldn't trade him for Luka. I would if the Raptors could trade Scotty Barnes for Luka Doncic 1-for-1. Let's say he's still on Dallas. I might walk to Dallas. I might walk from Toronto to Dallas to make that trade happen. I don't think there's an offer I'd say no to for Luka. Like if Dallas said, like, we'll trade you Luka, what can you give us? I'd hand them. I'd just say like go ahead, just pick. What do you want? You can have.
Yes, sir.
There won't even be a conversation there. Oh, big super chat. Thank you so much to Lauren. Appreciate that. Says, I'm still hoping we tank this year. Thanks, God. Well, thank you so much for being a supporter of that content. And, hey, Brandingham's, I don't like injuries, but he's injured. We definitely still can tank. And there seems to be, from Bobby Webster, Raptors GM, optimism that they can still get a good pick in this draft. And Bobby has instructed us to pray to the lottery gods. I will walk to Dallas. I don't know if I'll walk to LA, but I'll think about it. A lot of mountains and stuff, I think. I would walk to Dallas if it meant Luka Doncic was a Raptor. How long do you think it would take me to walk to Dallas? A year, maybe? Would it take that long? I can't even gauge how long it would take. It'd be like a 3-day drive. What does Google Maps say? Does it even let me walk? It's gonna, yeah. It actually might give me an opportunity to walk. It's calculating. It's taking its time. You can walk. It would take you 494 hours, but you would need to take a ferry ride across Lake Erie to do it. Okay. So forgive me if I have to do that. 494 hours in days. That is 20 days. Are you crazy? Make a month out of it. Make 2 months trip out of it. As long as I have a place to sleep. Hell yeah, I'd walk to Dallas for Luka Doncic. And give them. And then while I'm there, I'll just say, like, whatever you want, just take from the Raptors. You're good, man. Joey. That was good. I read it and went, then I saw the name. Sorry you had to get cooked like that, man. I really do feel bad. It was bad timing. Yes, sir. Phoenix, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. A big supporter of the channel for many, many, many years. Been an OG over here. What are you looking to get out of an RJ trade? It's got to be someone that's going to give more space to Ingram and Sky. Like, ideal world is it's like a 3-and-D guy, but like, why would you trade your 3-and-D guy for RJ Barrett? I don't really know, but it's got to be spacing. Like, not saying like DeAndre Hunter's defense is not as like much as it's cracked up to be at times, but like that sort of fit makes a lot more sense. I mean, DeAndre is also a lot better at shooting this year than other years, to be fair. Second half just begun, guys, but like if a player like that can be put on the move, like maybe you have to attach a pick even. That sort of trade it would be of interest to me. We're in a better position to be kept OG instead of trading him. Kind of stings that you're correct. You still wouldn't have a point guard though. You would still need a point guard, but you wouldn't need the point guard to do too much. Yeah. What are my go-to pizza toppings? That's a great question, Rowlett. So my ideal pie, not authentic. Like if I'm getting like Domino's takeout. My Domino's order, Alfredo base, and I'll usually do 2 toppings. I'll go sausage and baby spinach. If I go 3 toppings, I might go onion, like white onion. But I might go ham instead of the white onion. Alfredo base with sausage and spinach as like your starter, like your base, and maybe add more, maybe just have as is great. If I'm having a cheese pizza, probably go Hawaiian, to be honest. I'm a big fan of pineapple on pizza. Shoot me or something, but I'm a big pineapple on pizza guy. If I'm getting like an more authentic pie. I mean, if I'm getting like a really good one. Oh, I'll tell you guys. There's a Capra's Kitchen in Mississauga near Clarkson Ghost Station. I had a doctor's appointment there one day. I told you guys. My doctor appointment was next door to Capra's Kitchen. So I was like, fuck, I got to try this place. I got a mortadella Bianchi pizza, I think it's called, which means no sauce. Oh, my God. I love mortadella. Mortadella pizza. It's so good. Mortadella and pesto. Anything with mortadella and pesto. I'm going to like it. Early reports suggest Brandingham's contract won't be the max. However, I am comfortable giving him the max at this point, and was comfortable giving Siakam the max. having like an authentic pizza, I guess cheese is fine. I don't know. What's an authentic? Like, if I'm in Italy, am I getting a slice of pizza? I don't know. I'd probably get pasta or like a sandwich or something. Hell yeah, I've been to Italy twice. I can't recall a pizza that was like no pizza sticks out, but there was a couple pastas I had that I like, if I could have that 10 seconds of that first bite back. That, man, an authentic, what's the, the egg one, what's the egg pasta with the guanciale, carbonara. Oh my god, a authentic carbonara. Dude, go to Italy, man. Mobo, ooh, little throwdown on top of Hartenstein.
Mama, there goes that man.
Love that. Don't maybe re-rank a draft class right now. Let's save it for another time. I don't want to do that right now. Skybards or J-Dub? Yeah. I think J-Dub's a great player. I think he's very overrated. I think he's a great player. He's overrated. Like the way he's drummed up is too far. Great player who has been taken too far by the media. Jaylen Brown, that was funny that what Phoenix sent me yesterday. Jaylen Brown went last in the All-Star draft. I didn't even know there was an All-Star draft until that. And then somebody tweeted, yeah, usually the worst player in the draft is the one that goes last. Jason says his pizza order, or their pizza order, is meat lovers with onion and hot peppers. Tell you, I've really grown on hot peppers. Pickled hot peppers, that's something that's always in my fridge. Let me know your pizza order. Not, authentic. Your Domino's, or God forbid you order pizza, but don't like pizza. No, what's your order? What do you get? If you get one pie for yourself, what are you getting? Timo says, given the roster and salary implication, what's the best move for the roster for the Raptors to become relevant? Trade RJ. Sadly. I like RJ, but the fit's clunky, man. The fit's clunky. Shea gonna fire away a three. Doesn't go. I think I've aged graciously as a understander of basketball, if that makes sense. I think 5 years ago you could have caught me saying, "Oh, Brandon Ingram might leave end of the season." It was a lot more casual, but I'm locked in on you now. Domino's barbecue base is good. Grady Dick, sidestep 3. 7-point game. Terrence Davis says barbecue base, Philly steak, beef, pineapple. Wow, that sounds really good. I do. You know what, Terrence Davis? I'm going to take you to the next level. I think you could really use some jalapeno on that. The sweet and spicy with the barbecue base. I've had many times pineapple jalapeno barbecue base. Never thought about the beef and Philly steak to go with that. That sounds really good. I think the next time I get pizza, I'm going to try to get something like that, because that sounds really good. But I'm going to do it with jalapeno. McLovin says fish pizza. I don't think I've ever had that. 3-ball again for Shea. This one drops. At the extreme end, Ingram is eligible for a 5-year deal worth $269 million if he goes to free agency and re-sign with Raptors for the allowable maximum. I wouldn't say no, but obviously I would love if the number came lower than that. Abaji to Grady Dick, fadeaway 2. Whoa, basket interference, man. Count it. Sorry. Do I like big Yakubski? What is that? Dude, that's basket interference for sure. No? Nick says, I like plain cheese or pepperoni with a touch of sweetness in the marinara sauce. Interesting. Well, brick oven. Well, hey, if I like brick oven stuff, my answer could be different. But I'm talking, you know, local delivery, widely available. You do add the pineapple. Yeah, man, it's like a Philly cheesesteak pizza with like the sweetness with the pineapple and barbecue sauce. That sounds... It's nothing like a Philly cheesesteak. It's just Philly steak, beef, pineapple. Sweet, heat, and savory. That sounds really good, man. Gas is pulled pork, jalapeno, feta, and barbecue. Feta, underrated topping as well. Or like a goat cheese. Yeah. Pulled pork with feta. You know, pulled pork and feta go really well together. Jalapeno for the heat, barbecue base. I like that too. Can anyone think of a championship team where the number one guy wasn't a bucket getter similar to our guy? I don't know, man. I wouldn't call Nikola Jokic a bucket getter. A bucket getter, quote unquote. Barnes in the paint draws the foul. Hanging in here, man. MPA says Alfredo base, chicken, tomato. Tomato texturally isn't for me, so I would not get that. But chicken and bacon Alfredo. I mean, chicken, bacon Alfredo. Chicken, bacon ranch. Domino's has like a preset chicken, bacon ranch pizza. That's really good. Yeah, I can't go wrong with chicken, bacon Alfredo for sure. You call me the big Yakubski? I don't know if that works. Do I like olives? I like olives. I would definitely put olives on a pizza. It'd be on my sub at Subway. Not typically in my fridge because just feel like they're needed in the stuff I usually eat. But when they are, I'll have them. I like them. J-Dub to the rim and draws a foul and one. I mean, it looked like an offensive foul there. Can't take you seriously, Gladstone? Well, don't. There's no need to take me seriously today. We're chilling today. We had a fun week. We had good vibes. We're keeping the good vibes rolling. Maybe this will be my Friday, Saturday look from now on. Sunday, by the way, Raptors play in the afternoon. I believe their game is at 2 p.m. So we'll have some fun there. Green, black, or Kalamata? Yes. There's a time and place, man. I like green in my salads or on like a sandwich. Black works there too, but black especially on pizza. Kalamata, making like a Greek style thing. Greek salad. All of them. They've all got a place. I still think Siakam's a better player than Ingram, but Ingram is 3 years younger and works better with the timeline, if you would say. Would Billups have been their number one scorer? That's true. There was no real, I guess, bucket getter. You know what I mean? $69.58. Tell you, we've been linked with Ingram in the past because I had a Photoshop jersey of him ready to go. In fact, if you've been watching all the streams, you would know that because I said the Ingram interest. I already have a Photoshop jersey of him, which I used many times. And then I made a new one as well. Best thing I ever did was learn how to do these. They're not even that good at Photoshops, but they do the job. They're going to be really huge for a second. Yeah. Really huge second. Really huge. All right. Here's the headshot one. We'll let them chill with me for the rest of the stream. Who voted for Fred NBA Finals MVP? Who are they talking about? I know Fred got a vote, but I don't know who voted for him. By the way, Fred got one of the votes for Final MVP of the Year. Kawhi guy. That's how good Fred was in that series. We'll let Brandon chill with me today. Another shot drops there for the Raptors. We're not out of it. We're definitely not out of it. Pretty good photo. I mean, they're not bad Photoshops, right? I made these. Soft boiled egg on pizza adds protein. You know what? I'd never had a soft boiled egg on pizza. Not that I wouldn't. I love eggs, so not that I wouldn't try it. But wow, one of my favorite hungover breakfasts. Listen up, okay? So, leftover pizza. This is what you want to do. You want to heat up like a sizable pan, okay? Heat up a sizable pan, a little bit of fat, like an oil or butter, a little bit of some ingredient. Oil's fine. A little bit of something to like grease it up a bit. Lay down some grated Parmesan cheese into the bottom of that pan, okay? This is an extra step. You don't have to do Parmesan, but it adds another layer to it, figuratively and literally. Then lay down your leftover pizza in the pan on top of the Parmesan. Cover it up. Let that cook for like maybe a minute. Let that cook into the Parmesan. Put a splash of water. Cover it. Let that residual heat melt the cheese on top of the leftover pizza. It gives you that nice, fresh, like crunch of the crust on the bottom that you would get fresh out of the oven. And it melts up the cheese again. Moistens it up as if it was fresh. Then, fried eggs. Toss like 2 slices of pizza. Put a fried egg over easy on each of them. Eat it with a knife and fork. So good. Leftover pizza with an egg on top. God, I haven't had that in so long. It's so good, man. I've never done a softball day. I don't know if I would do that. Grady Dick for 3 again. Same location, different result. Doesn't go. Gets his own miss, though, and draws a foul. I acknowledge the hypocrisy of my ways here. I usually say, like, don't come at me with saying a traded guy without knowing who to trade for. I don't know what the RJ trade looks like. I just know it won't work long term. Him, Barnes, and Ingram together. In hindsight, the Gary Trent trade was really bad. At the time, it was probably like a pretty good bet on Gary Trent. I don't know about Ingram's smoking habits, unfortunately. Boucher's magical powers went with the trade deadline. Once he realized he was safe, all his powers went away. He will struggle to get playtime rested away. Anyways, do that with your leftover pizza. You don't need the Parmesan. That's just an extra if you want. But it like crusts up onto the bottom, which is really good. But just without the eggs, without the Parmesan, that's how you should, if you're not too lazy, that's how you should heat up your leftover pizzas. In a pan, a little bit of oil, a little bit of water. It gets that crunch of the crust, melts the cheese on top. That's what you got to do, man. Hard to get a pan that big, I'll concede, but if you can do it, you gotta. Barnes under the rim. What's that pass, bro? Run back! There you go. Down by 12, J-Dub and 1. A lot of and 1s, man. A lot of and 1s. Rip Hamilton was our leading scorer at 17.6 per. Crazy. Wallace averaged 3 blocks and 12 boards. Crazy team. Yeah, they rode that to a chip. It's historical for a reason. I don't know what RJ's status is. I would bet he'd be back on Sunday, but I don't know. Thoughts on cold pizza? Look, leftover pizza has just been on your stove all night. That's fine too. I mean, what do you guys like? When does the leftover pizza go in the fridge? Okay, because for me, like that thing's sitting on the counter in the box, covered in the box, but that's on the counter all night. And I've been told that's crazy in the past. Like, are you like for real before you go to bed packing all that pizza up? Like, I'm digging into the box the next morning. End of night, you're putting it like what? You put it in containers and stuff. That's just on the counter all night in the box. I have never done otherwise. What do you guys do? You like containers, or like you put the whole fucking pizza box in the fridge? Cringe. Listen, that leftover pizza taste. I mean, I don't want it cold. Like that leftover pizza has been out 48 hours. I'm more likely to do 48 hours than put it in the fridge that night. I don't know if you're joking, Jason, but I ain't. I'm not joking. That pizza is on the fucking counter till the next day. Listen, my dog's small. My dog isn't reaching the counter. My parents' house, that dog will snatch the pizza, but you got to stack it on stuff. Although my parents, I don't know what they do with the pizza. In my university, in my house at university, no, that thing sat on the counter overnight. No doubt about it. Listen, I'll let you guys know. I have been the scientific subject of this test on many occasions, and I never got sick from it. I have reheated pizza in the air fryer. That works. Reheat method, well, I did explain it, but because it's so good, I will explain it again. Pan fry with oil, a little bit of oil in a pan. Bonus, lay down Parmesan straight into the fry pan and put the pizza on top of it. A little bit of water in the little bit, splash of it to steam up. Cover, residual heat, melts the cheese. Pan, crisps up the crust on the bottom. Tastes like new. Takes a while, though. If it's not going to be the pan, I'll do it in the oven. If it's not going to be the oven, I'll do the air fryer. If I'm really lazy, I just eat it straight up. Like I said, it's room temp when I'm eating it. What are these takes here? All night's crazy. Pack it up in a large glass container. Only takes 2 hours for food at room temp to start growing bacteria. I never got sick. Check from the next day. There's no way. Like it's processed cheese. It's not like fresh, authentic cheese, you know. Girlfriend's home Tupperware. Home Alone stays in the box. Right. I'm way more likely to put it in a Tupperware than my fiance is. My fiance would probably leave it out for like 3 days. Next day, I'm putting it away. Like next day, I'm grabbing my leftovers and then I'm throwing it in a Tupperware. Where like the cheese is firmed up. It's not like melty anymore. Because if I put it in that night, it's going to be like all melty and stuff. No. A lot of preservative. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Microwave to melt the cheese and toast to crisp it up. Microwave. I don't use. I mean, microwave would be like really lazy. Oven or air fryer is better. Is it basketball stream or food stream? Listen, I don't know if it's your first rodeo, but it's both. And if I have beverages in me, it's definitely more food than basketball. Little bacteria won't hurt you, but tear on your chest. I'll say. Maybe that's why I got so much. And as a PlayStation Network down right now, I actually don't even play online anymore. I don't even have PSN right now. I let it expire in December. Crazy. Maybe we should move to Brandon Ingram's now. OKC. Who let their kid be an OKC fan? Tell you, if I ever have kids, they are never being a fan of a team that is not mine. They're never, ever being a fan of a team that's not mine. You think B.I. puts weed on his pizza? Why would I think this guy's high all the time? Young Grady Dick in the crowd. You see that? What do you think Darko puts on his pizza? Seems like a straight cheese kind of guy. Nothing fancy. 3-ball for Isaiah Joe there. What do you think Barnes? Barnes got to put some foul shit on his pizza. Barnes like a kid at a candy shop who just like puts everything. He just wants a little bit of everything. Darko puts coffee beans on his pizza. Oh, Darko, I can see that, Andrew. He might be a pepper guy. Bad defensive schemes. Well, not lately, to be fair. Boucher contested 3. Dog, he's got to stop shooting these. Like, if you're open, shoot it, man. But early shot clock. Jay Will for 3 doesn't go. I think Barnes is a barbecue-based guy. Shed for 3. Knocks it down. Tell ya, we're still here. 82-71. I know I've been messing around all stream. Scotty probably puts gummy bears pizza. That's the type of shit he would do. That's why I imagine just like kid in a candy shop wants everything and mix it all together. Boucher's happy Masai didn't trade him. Boucher's happy to be here. At least that's what the social media post would suggest. Following his survival through trade deadline day. I know I said I was going to have 2 Negronis. I'm going to have a third. At the end of this quarter, I'm going to have a third. Yeah. Is there a Thunder player? Is that an Expos jersey courtside? Next to Aaron Wiggins there? Well, there's Pirtle. We allow 129 points per game when Pirtle doesn't play. That's not very good. There's Ingram on the bench. Very nice to see. No comment. No comment, Gas. Quickly to Orlando Robinson. Is he going to shoot again? No. Barnes at the elbow. Out to Jacoby. Shoot that. Jacoby for 3. Too strong. Right away I saw. Too strong. Tied up for a jump ball. Terrence, I'm going to miss the Browns Cowboy hats. Well, we haven't seen him in a while because he's just been playing lately, but they were fun to see, especially during the losing days. Knowing the Raptors and the little chance we get one of the top 3 players, have been looking at... No draft comments from me, Kyle, unfortunately. Well, B.I. plays Sunday. B.I. will not be playing for a while. He's out. He's going to be out for a while. I don't know the full status of his injury. I believe... Oh, it's a rolled ankle, I believe. Yeah, he rolled his... Last time he played, he rolled his ankle. I believe it was that. I believe he's out for like another few weeks. And even then, the Raptors have an opportunity to just shut him down for a while. Yeah, not even practicing yet. Did I see the end of the Spurs game? The the Wemby putback, I think it was. If it was today, I haven't seen it because I'm watching this game. Well, to be fair, I'm half watching. Like, I'm trying my best. Kendrick Williams for 3. Doesn't go. Rebound back in the hands of OKC. Another 3-ball up for Joe. And they extend the lead to 17. Size-wise, OKC kind of beating us. They're filling up the paint, which is tough for us to score. And they just got too much firepower. It's the better team winning. Like, what are you going to do? Quickly to Walter. Nice cut again. That's the second time he's had that nice backdoor cut. One assist was by Shed. That one by Quickly. Hornets beat the Spurs. That's embarrassing. No comment, Chris Deep. Jason Dwyer has just finished work making old fashioned with Canadian rye and not Kentucky bourbon. Jason Dwyer, random question. I'm in the market for a nice rye. Canadian would be nice, like to gift, $50 to $100. Can you give me a recommendation? Not sure if you're a big rye person, but if you give me a recommendation, I get the LCBO. It would be appreciated. Man, the offensive rebounds are becoming a problem here. Gotta get on the board here. Oh, 40 dark. Is that like LCBO accessible? It is. And it's in my price range. Thank you, Nick. You know what? Yeah, Thomas Perry, thank you. Anybody who's got a rec, y'all let me know. Pirtle, I believe Pirtle's day to day. Raptors down by 14 here as the third quarter comes to an end. I'm going to be right back, guys. One more splash of Negroni for myself. And then we got the fourth quarter. And then we got the weekend. Hit that like button if you're enjoying the stream. I hope you are. And I'll be back in a sec. Caribou Christian Rye. Caribou Crossing? Caribou Crossing. That's a cool bottle. That's a cool bottle. I'll be right back. I'm drinking IPA now, laden up. IPA would be nice right now. I don't got any beer at home. If you want to browse the biggest LCO for high-end liquor, go to Bayview Village. Bayview Village. Bayview Village. Where the hell is that? Oh, North York. Oh. Oh, by Finch. No, that's too far. Thank you, but unfortunately that's a bit far. Bad start to the quarter here. Isaiah Joe throws one down there. Old Forester is not... Old Forester. You guys have given me 3 recommendations that I have never heard of, which is good because I did some research and know about these. Thank you. I've always been curious, where does the purple light from the setup come from? It's a little light that's attached to my desk. I have dry skin, which is why the lotion's there. Don't get any fucking fancy ideas. I knew I shouldn't have done that. Now my camera's all messed up. Oh, no, that's good. It's a little light. It's on my desk. I fucked up my camera. Shouldn't have done that. That's fine. This is a Scotty jersey, yes. The Casey Bannerman All-Star jersey. Really nice piece. Higher proof percentage adds complexity and fire. Listen, it's a gift. It ain't for me, so I'll take the words for it. You know. Yeah, purple light's just on my desk. Barnes for 3, doesn't go at the shot clock buzzer. Long rebound too quickly. Bobo fouled by Hartenstein down low. And Raptors still like kind of in this one. Ingram's back a while. Chad's 2 turns. So, I mean, I'm not, but I'd be getting there. I'm more of an alcohol guy, Terrence. Yeah, if anybody's like curious what the setup is, there's a light. So the same light you just saw. I'm not moving my camera again. The purple light, I have the same one except for just like white lights. There's one right here. Right here. There's one right here. There's a big light over here this way. There's a small like wand light, looks like a lightsaber up here, like behind me, back here, that comes on like the top of my head. So there's 5 lights in total that make this work. I have my main monitor here. I have my laptop right here, which is what powers everything. I have a little camera arm over here, just right here, that I put my camera on when I do videos. I have just a webcam on top of my monitor here. No, we ain't trading Scotty. Don't worry. I did not make the door shot today. It was a pathetic attempt today. Pathetic attempt. I remember being a 24-year-old Raptors fan. Now I'm 42. I'm losing a lot of patience, at least during the championship. Timo, I get the frustration, but there's a lot of people who became fans of their teams when they were 5 years old, who are 42 years old now, and never saw a championship. Please do not take a championship for granted. It's very hard to do. Not every team has done it. But a team from Toronto, a team from Canada did it. We got to appreciate that. Got to appreciate. Knick fans, in the mud. Maple Leafs fans, in the mud. Not the first person complaining about the PSN network being down. The Leafs last won a championship in 1967. My parents were not alive when the Leafs won their last Stanley Cup. So it's going to be overturned here, it looks like. Good challenge. That's how you use a challenge, man. There's a lot more Quickly does than just shoot. I don't think Quickly's getting traded. All right. No foul there. So Raptors, hey, still kind of in here. Still kind of in here. Down 13. Could have been worse, man. Well, it could get worse still. Aaron Wiggins moving up the floor. Now J-Dub loses it. Raptors have it with Barnes out the other way. Transition opportunity. Quickly slows it down. And then turns it over. All right. Other way, Caruso to Isaiah Joe for 3. This guy's really good at shooting. Don't let anybody ever tell you Raptors had an easy road. Got lucky. Man. If Philly win that series, I swear to God, we might be talking about a fucking dynasty with that team. Think about it. Like, Ben Simmons never loses confidence. Jimmy Butler probably stays. Joel Embiid still turns into an MVP caliber player. Like, we're talking about a potential dynasty in the making with that team, man. Like the Bucks too. The Bucks won it 2 years after that. They would have beaten the Warriors too, I think. Raptors not a 5 loss today. Hey, they're having a great year, to be fair. I think they're top seed right now. Oh, I didn't tell you guys, but yeah, essentially the 905 thing I had going didn't end up happening. I wouldn't say I was led on. The people that presented me the opportunity to cover the 905 in a credentialed capacity this season, there was a miscalculation on their part that was relayed over to me, and I kind of ended up not paying anything, but I paid the price metaphorically, and it didn't work out. So unfortunately, nothing ever materialized there. But it's okay. Hopefully, some other cool opportunities present themselves in the future. But it is a shame. Should I trade for Yuki? Maybe. Yeah, rip. Now if I could never even got going. It's all right. I mean, I'm not that pressed about it, but yeah, it just didn't end up working out. Nothing. Not like my fault. Like, not like I did anything wrong. It was just didn't happen. Yeah, I mean, look, it would have been good. Like, I wanted to just do it for the opportunity, but also like getting to Mississauga. I don't have a car. Getting to Mississauga consistently for 905 games sounded really troublesome. So, there's just pros and cons. I would have liked to have done it for the experience, though, just to say I did it, but it's okay. Hopefully, more opportunities in the future. If we get a top 8 pick with this year, we're going to look good next year. Agreed. I haven't thought about that enough. We could find a guy who's going to really help us next year in that draft as well. You would have had to move to Saga if it was a semi-permanent job. It would not have ever been. It wasn't even a job. I wasn't getting paid for this. If the Raptors want to hire me to cover the 905 in a full-time capacity, moving would have to become an option, but that's not the case. Quickly with it. Up with the right and doesn't go, but the tip-in is good. Raptors down 14 here. How many more games do I expect the Raptors to win? Oof, good question. It all depends when Brandon Ingram comes back, I suppose. At this point, like 30 wins would be really surprising still. They'll probably win more than last year, which was 25. I think. They're doing more than last year. I think I'd give them 27-ish. So 11 more. Is behind the bench describe his demeanor? Just seems really laid back, man. Real chill ass guy. One could describe it as such. Matthew. 9983 here. Mobo from the corner. This guy did not hit a single three in his last year of college. He's hit 3 in the last 2 games. Raptors get a steal. Full court to Barnes, who nearly turns it over. It's knocked out of bounds for Raptors ball. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's a Raptors ball. Challenge that. Challenge that. Oh my God, they hit Barnes' back, the back of Barnes' leg. Bro, if Barnes asked him to challenge, even though he knows it hit his leg, I'm going to be really pissed off. We have 3 more games against the Wizards, so there's 3 on its own. So would we win 8 beyond that? Yeah, I think so. Happy for JV to get out of Washington. I mean, I guess anybody getting out of Washington is a pretty good scenario right now. Dennis from the Pistons is a decent fit. Nice backup for Cade. I like that maneuver. So I'm not sure if we have the angle that will overturn this. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Here's the angle. Dude, that's off Barnes. Why did he tell him to challenge that? I'm really pissed off that Barnes was begging them to challenge that when he knows it hit the back of his leg. Right? What? Why would he? Like, you're gonna lose your challenge. Why don't you just be honest, man? Like, just be like, you're gonna lose the challenge, man. It's not like it wasn't called your way. How are they gonna overturn this? It hit him. It's like a few times that's happened this year where he didn't realize, bro, it hit him. If it hits you, you feel it. It's not the first time this season. The ref says clearly. I wouldn't say clearly, but it does touch him. That's not the first time he has bitched about a call, asked him to challenge, and very clearly was incorrect. And, like, why the hell would he ask him to challenge? Jeez, Malik Beasley had 36 points tonight. $99.86. Chet Holmgren has it. Mismatch on Walter. Send help, Mobo. Fadeaway 2. Good defense, Walter. Held his own. Walter, other side. Taking it to the rack. And let's just say Chet Holmgren blocked it. Oh, Chet got a tech call against him. I think. What a block by Chet, man. Jeez. I mean, strong take by Walter. Just, that's Chet, man. Well, actually, what you can't, you know what? No. Now that I see the replay there, you can't, like, when Chet's chasing down, you can't come from behind your head on a layup like that. Misses the tech. Your body needs to be the separation between you and the defender. You can't be laying it up soft like that. You got to be out in front of you to lay that in there if you're Jacoby Walter. He'll learn after that one. But your body needs to be the barrier between the ball and the defender there. Oh, yeah, Andrew, the Thunder beat everyone like this. Worse than this. Caruso lays it in, 15-point game. He's a baby. I can't imagine what he'd be like in a playoff game. Well, in his first playoff game, he was on pace for a triple-double until Joel Embiid stomped on his ankle. Jamal Shed for 3. Rims away. Seven minutes to go. And then we got the weekend. Yeah, this team is scary. And the amount of games they blow out teams are going to be so fresh for the playoffs as well. And they still have a lot of picks, and they got more. They got a pick to take Daniel Tice. They absorbed salary. They're the 1 seed in the West, and they took a salary dump. Like, it's just ridiculous, man. So foul. So foul. Oh, boy. 103.86. It's getting a little away. Shed in the corner to Grady. Stripped by Caruso. Jeez. Caruso underneath the rim. Dump off to Hartenstein. 19-point game. Oh, boy. This one's cooked now. Yeah, I expected OKC to cover the spread, which they still may not do. I wasn't expecting anything else. Kobe, we're going to have to deal with Orlando the rest of the year, it seems. But next year, please get it big. Masai. Well, Mobile will get some minutes there, too. I hate to break it to you guys. Mavericks are not moving to Vegas. Ain't going to happen. I think Brandon Ingram not re-signing is more likely than Dallas moving to Vegas. And Brandon Ingram's fucking re-signing in Toronto. No, you're right, Andrew. The Raptors are 0-6 without Jakob Poeltl this year. This will make it 0-7. Last year, they were 4-28. Andrew, as I learned today as well, Wiseman in here for the year. Wiseman is no longer a Toronto Raptor. Also, if I was moving, let's just say, I had a franchise in Dallas, and I wanted to move that franchise to Vegas, I would want Luka Doncic on that team to help promote it in Vegas. But yeah, Dallas is not moving to Vegas. That's such a... You know what? I'll say it. That's a really dumb thing to think. If you think Dallas traded Luka so that they could more easily convince people to move the franchise to Vegas, that's really fucking dumb. And if you believe that, you might also be dumb. That's just not happening. They might expand to Vegas one day. I think it will, but no, they're not moving Dallas to Vegas. Dallas is not fucking moving. I assure you. Of all teams, Dallas. Let's be serious now. I don't think Montreal's getting a franchise. Seattle and Vegas up next. Shed. Pass blocked by Jay Will. Raptors down by 19 here. I don't think Texas is going to legalize gambling. I haven't read anything about it, but I don't think Texas is the type of place to legalize gambling. Oh, Barnes tried to yam it on Chet. Just got blocked. It's just not happening today. Do I think Toronto can have another hockey team? No. We got one. We're good. We don't need two. That'd be really dumb. Maybe they're so valuable. Why would you divide up the fan base? Why would you compete with that market? Vancouver sold their... Figuratively, literally sold their franchise, so... Not sure that'll happen. Shed to the rim. Misses. Well, I guess Seattle did too. But they might get another one. Jay Will for 3. No good. Raptors down 21. If you bet the spread, you're sweating right now. I didn't bet the spread. Tell me what I did bet. No, I didn't bet. I'm thinking about it, though. Kendrick Lamar should perform 11 songs in his halftime show. What? I just feel like 11 is the right amount for that sort of thing. I don't know, though. Just sneaking suspicion. Barnes for 3. He ain't hitting much, but he's hitting his threes tonight. Justin, I should have drank tonight. This team got me in my feels. I don't know, man. I'm drinking. I feel better now. My advice is just I feel good when I drink. So my advice to you guys be always drink every day. Don't do that, actually, though. Obviously. How much revenue Buffalo would lose if Toronto got a second team? Buffalo? What the fuck we talk about here? What, we going to steal fans from Buffalo? I don't think so. Super Bowl is going to be Drake's funeral. It's going to be interesting, actually, because Kendrick Lamar, I feel like, I don't know, crazy, but second last song in the set, Not Like Us. Call me crazy, but when he potentially performs Not Like Us, second last during the halftime show, it's going to drum up a little bit of chaos. But I have seen that Drake potentially thinking about dropping a new song or something on Super Bowl Sunday, which, by the way, competing with Super Bowl Sunday is a bold claim, Aubrey. Bold thing to do. He's definitely doing a snippet of Not Like Us. Yeah, definitely doing a snippet of Not Like Us. And if he were to do that snippet, I think he would do it second last in his set. The song before, so that in theory, if there's 11 songs in the halftime show, it would be the 10th song. 11. Wacky number. 11. Over 10 and a half, we could say. One might say. Not Like Us 10th, but a total of More than 10.5. Matthew asks with a super chat. Thank you so much for sending in that super chat. I really appreciate it. Y'all are going to be watching. Y'all going to be counting songs now. Matthew says, American odds that B.I. re-signs with the Raptors. I'm going to percentage it. I'm going to convert the percentage. Almost minus 2,000. Not Like Us goes hard and will go hard as the potential second last song of the Super Bowl halftime show. 80% confidence. Shed to the rim finishes. Nah, Brandon's re-signing. Don't even worry about it. Minus 160. Come on. Give me that line. I'll smash it. Can you bet on Brandon signing that? You cannot. You cannot. But if Matthew offered me minus 160, pal, you want to book me? I'll send you money right now. How much per year? If we stay under 50, I'm pretty happy. With the reports I'm hearing, I'm gonna guess 4-year 180 to 190. Be interesting to see a division rivalry in basketball. 2 Canadian teams. You get it all the time in hockey. Why not basketball? Could be a revenue generator. They probably already struggle with like Raptors viewership across like League Pass and stuff and national television and everything. I think it'd be really tough to sell another Canadian franchise to the Raptors. $35-40. You're making off like bandits if you get Ingram for less than 40. That's robbery. That's a bigger robbery than the trade. And that was a robbery. $118-101. They might cover the spread, guys. The spread was 18.5. It was 20 if you got it earlier today. NBA salaries are a hell of a lot more than NHL team. It would be hard for another city to be able to support it. That's a good point as well. You'd need a sizable investment into a Montreal. If I'm investing into a franchise, would I rather invest into it being in Montreal or Seattle or Vegas? It'd be Seattle to Vegas over Montreal. What was the bigger fleece, Doncic or Ingram? Well, obviously Doncic. That's the biggest fleece in NBA history, potentially. Brandon Carlson checks in, rubs it in, man. And Brandon Carlson just got a 2-way deal with OKC. Good for him. Was on a 2-way deal with the Raptors. Ended up getting waived to make room for Jamison Battle. Granted, that decision has worked out for us, but Brandon Carlson earns a spot there with OKC. Good for him. 25-year-old rook. Maybe 26 now, but he's 25 when he was a rookie, so. Oh, yeah, it is Lou Dort in Expos jersey. I should have put that together, that it was Lou Dort in the Expos jersey, but that's cool. Oh, Super Bowl Sunday. Hey, I'll be live before Super Bowl Sunday. I'm live on Sunday for y'all. Raptors got a game. We're away at Houston, who granted they're losing games lately. Why minus 2,000 Brandon re-signs? Because I told y'all. He's re-signing, bro. He's fucking re-signing. He's staying. He's not going anywhere. should be higher than maybe minus 2,000. Why so confident? Because the Raptors would not have traded for him if they themselves didn't have that confidence. And there's already reports of an extension being worked out or a contract being worked out. It's happening. Don't even worry, man. Don't even worry. I told y'all earlier, I'm going to tell y'all the rest of the season. It's going to get so annoyed with how often I'll tell you guys. Brandon Ingram is re-signing. He is staying in Toronto. Don't worry. Like I feel some worry in you, Matthew. I do. I feel like you're worried. I told you not to. Don't worry. Worry about what pizza toppings are going to be in your next order, not Brandon Ingram's next contract. Jamison Battle drops the corner three, and the Raptors are going to cover the spread, ladies and gentlemen. Worry about World War III, sure. Worry about Kanye West getting a hold of a smartphone again. Don't worry about Brandon Ingram's next contract. All right. I tell you, Lauren, Brandon Ingram was a free agent. I'm sure would get a lot of offers. Worry about the 51st state, I guess. I mean, I wouldn't worry about that either, to be honest. That's not happening either. Anyways, guys, that is it. That'll do it for this one. The Raptors lose by 12. Hey, man. That's not that bad, you know? That's not that bad. You can't. I would think Raptors management can discuss Conor sideways with the Pels. Listen, Matthew. You can't. You shouldn't. But you do. And you gotta. Anyways, that is it for this game. Man, Kendrick Williams got the worst hair in the NBA. All right. Closing this up. Let's do the post-game show. I'll concede, guys. I was hanging out with you for this one. I wasn't locked in on the basketball today, but we're still going to do the post-game show. I still watched it. Still saw what happened. I mean, hey, like, coming to this one, Raptors, it was an 18.5 spread, and, you know, it definitely could have been a lot worse, and they definitely competed today. And as much as they lost by 12, there are positive takeaway from the first game of this, we'll call it brand new era for the Raptors. So let's talk it over in tonight's post-game show, right? So obviously, you know, Brandon Ingram, he's still injured. He will be injured for a number of weeks. Possibly the Raptors maybe not shutting him down. But Brandon Ingram's with the team on the bench. That was great to see. You know, every indication has been that Brandon Ingram has is enjoying it here so far. He's with the team today on the bench. He's talked about in the past about liking playing in the city of Toronto. He's waived his trade kicker to help out the Raptors. I'll just repeat it for the post-game show here. Brandon Ingram is re-signing with the Raptors. Okay? End of story. So don't worry about it. Don't comment about it. Don't tweet about it. Don't question it. Brandon Ingram is re-signing with the Raptors. Period. Now the money, how much that'll cost, that's a conversation. Brandon Ingram's re-signing with the Raptors. Anyways, let's get in on this game here. Raptors lose 121-109 to the Thunder. Tough team to play against, especially with Jakob Poeltl out for this one. The Raptors dropped to 0-7 on the season when Jakob Poeltl does not play. Last season, I bring it up a lot. Famously, the Raptors were, well, famously to me at least, the Raptors were 4-28 last season when Jakob Poeltl did not play. He is a big deal. If he plays, I'm sure the game doesn't really go any different here. It was Chet Holmgren's return for the Thunder. And I'll be honest, like, you look at the rosters here. Like, the Raptors started today, Grady Dick, Ochai Agbaji, Manu Cookie, Sky Barnes, Jonathan Mobo. Like, not a formidable force of a starting five by any stretch of the imagination. It's a team overall that even you look at the bench, like it's lacking a bit of shooting. It's definitely lacking defense. And defense is something that the Thunder do not lack, and especially don't lack with Chet Holmgren returning. I really did not know how the Raptors were going to score today, but they still scored 109 points in OKC. I am fine with that. And a big reason why is going 19 of 41 from three. That's great. They shot the three ball really well, and they had to because they went 43% from the field overall. That includes the threes. We take out the threes. The Raptors went 20 of 50, 20 of 50 on twos today. 20 of 50. 40% on twos. That's really bad. And yeah, the Thunder are super switchable. They have bigs who can lock down the paint. And they did that. Thankfully, we had the shooting going for us today. On the other end of the court, like Shea only had to play 29 minutes and cooked. He had 25 points. 5 of 12, 14 of 14 from the line. Like, there wasn't really anybody who could stop him. Not really a guy who can defend him. Chet goes plus 22, 4 blocks. Had a big time block on Scotty Barnes later in the game. It's just the better team that won. Isaiah Joe went 4 of 5 from 3, got super hot. Like, it felt like the Thunder never really had to get out of second gear for this game. J-Dub gets 27 in 33 minutes. Yeah. Thunder are really good. From our perspective here, a subdued game from Manuel quickly point-wise, but at least 10 assists is nice to see. Barnes really struggled inside the three-point arc. And an uptick shooting performance from him kind of saves his stat line. 21 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals, 4 blocks. Like, man, he's actually, like, flirting with a 5x5, looking at the stats. 8 of 20 from the field isn't too nice, especially knowing that he went 4 of 14 on twos today. I'll say it again here. Like I said it earlier in the stream here, but I'll say it for the post-game show as well. With Brandon Ingram coming in, you got to do a lot more work to get Barnes away from the mid-range shot. Like a couple of game is fine, but taking like 3, 4, 5 mid-range attempts per game, that's just gonna have to stop. You have to work on getting him to the rim more, because if there's a guy that's gonna self-create and shoot in mid-range, that guy has got to be Brandon Ingram long-term. Start building these habits today. Like work on getting Barnes to the rim more often. Barnes gets to the rim for less than 20% of his field goal attempts. And that's including transition spots. So when he's not playing in transition, that number is less than 18. A lot less than 18. If we're in like half court, far less than 18% of his shots are at the rim. That's got to change. He's got to get to the rim more efficiently and more often, in my opinion. Great player. That's just the progression for his game. Fantastic player who I'm very happy to build with. That is the next progression for his game, though. Nice to see Mobo back with the Raptors. Solid stat line for him. Solid performance overall. I mean, even though we lost by quite a bit, only a -5 for Barnes, too. Something to note as well. Shed doesn't follow up his recent strong performances. Jacoby Walter does. A strong game from Jacoby Walter, which is nice to see. And a good game from Jamison Battle, fresh off of a 3-year contract signing with the Raptors. Chris Boucher survives another trade deadline. Solid night here. Like, I thought it would be worse than this. I thought the Thunder would win by 20 or so. End up winning by 12. Raptors win the offensive rebound battle, 14-11, despite being undersized compared to the Thunder. Only commit 12 turnovers, same amount of the Thunder. That could have been worse against a good Thunder team. It's just they couldn't get to the rim to score. Like, it's just really hard to score against the Thunder, and I think it's perfectly acceptable to play like this and lose by 12 to a team that is this good. So for me, I'm very comfortable and quite pleased overall with the compete here and the fight from this team. There's no complaints from my end. Brandon Ingram's going to be out for a while. There's still, just because you trade for Ingram doesn't mean you're not tanking. So, yeah, there's still a chance for the Raptors to go in that direction. Bobby Webster was talking about the draft at his press conference post-trade deadline, saying that, we can still get ourselves a good draft pick, and he instructed y'all to pray to the lottery gods. He said, pray to the lottery gods. So we're praying to the lottery gods, and maybe the run of games coming up will help us do that. Up next, away at Houston. They've been losing games lately. That's still a tough game. Away at Philly on Tuesday. Joel Embiid's back. That's not an easy game. Won't be favored in either of those. Going to be underdogs, both those. Home at Cleveland. Going to be a big underdog there. Friday, home versus Miami. Probably underdog, but like not much. Home versus Phoenix. Probably underdog, not much. Home versus Boston, big underdog. Away at Indiana, big underdog. Away at Chicago, probably pretty even. Anyways, it's a tough schedule coming up. The tank is not done. The tank could still be on. But this is a positive performance, I think. It was fine. Team rolled up into a very difficult spot and competed for 48 minutes. I think we should be fine with that. I think we should be comfortable where the Raptors are at and see where the rest of the season takes us. That's it. It's Friday night. I'm feeling good. Hope you're feeling good as well. If you feel good about the content, please hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And we'll be back on Sunday. It'll be Super Bowl Sunday, but there's still a Raptors game, and it'll still be here. Hell yeah. I'll be here. Sunday. I should be here. Sunday. I think they play at 2 p.m., so I'll be live at 1:30. I wish they didn't play on Sunday. I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all, but they do. And I've missed a lot of games. So I'll make sure I am there for that one. Yeah? All right. Thank you again, everybody. I appreciate you. I really appreciate all the support. It was a fantastic week for the channel. We got a ton of subs. We got a ton of views. I'm grateful. Grateful for the community. I am going to be... It's not whiskey, actually. It's newest. Lauren. It's Negroni. But anyways. Great week. Hopefully y'all can have a fun weekend. Enjoy your Saturdays. And I will see you on Sunday. Peace.